Well, hi folks, welcome to Coffee and Revelation. I apologise for it being so late. Two things. First of all, I've had a lot of visitors in. I couldn't just leave them. And secondly, I recorded this and then realised I didn't record it because I didn't switch the mics on. So this is going to be Coffee and Revelation without the coffee. And we're going to go to Revelation 21, verse 6, continuing in this amazing chapter. He said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I'll give water without cost from the spring of the water of life." The Alpha and the Omega. Now, I liked a lot what Nancy Guthrie had to say about this, so I'm actually basically just going to repeat what she said. Well, we know about the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the first letter and the last letter of the Greek alphabet, everything being encompassed in the one who is the Alpha and the Omega. And Guthrie points out that at the beginning, God presented a bride to his son, Adam, and in the end, he'll present a bride to his son, Jesus, the second Adam. And she says, this is the happy marriage we were made to enjoy. The Alpha and the Omega in the beginning also created a land for Adam and Eve, and their offspring will, in the end, give that land, the whole world, as an inheritance to all who's become his sons and daughters by faith. This is the land we were meant to inherit. The Alpha and the Omega, who in the beginning instructed Adam and Eve to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth. In the end, they succeeded in that, and people from all over that earth, from every tribe, language, people, nation, tongue, will be there and will worship him. This is the multicultural community we were made to be a part of. The Alpha and the Omega, who in the beginning walked with his people in the Garden of Eden, will in the end dwell in his people in the most holy place. This is the glory we were meant to bask in. And the Alpha and the Omega, who in the beginning planted the tree of life in the center of the garden to nourish and sustain his people, will in the end welcome the nations into a new garden where all will find healing and wholeness, fullness of satisfaction and provision. This is the life, the healing, and the satisfaction we were made to enjoy forever. I think that's an absolutely lovely thought. And I think as we think of, to the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life, I think of that in terms of just how much we need our lives to be renewed. You get tired and you get weary, you need renewal. Food sustains us. Those who drink whiskey in Gaelic is called the water of life, but it's not the water of life. It's a gift that God can use to bless us, just as in Psalm 104, it talks about the wine that makes glad the heart of a man, but it's a gift that we can misuse, and it certainly doesn't give us life. But this water of life is always there for us. And it's without cost. That's the most incredible thing. In one sense, of course, it's not, because it cost the blood of the Son of God. But for us, it is without cost. We don't go out and buy it. We're just going to go out and get some food just now, and we have to pay for it. We can't just take it. And yet, in heaven, there's this constant, renewing, invigorating source of life that costs us nothing. It's interesting. I don't think there'll be any trade in heaven. You know, earlier in Revelation, there's this condemnation of the trade that occurred from Babylon. I'm not saying there'll be no capitalists in heaven or no communists, but I'm saying I don't think there'll be any commerce. Everything is free. Does sound like paradise, doesn't it? All right, I am going to love you and leave you. Look forward to seeing you. I'll be back with my coffee on Monday. And we'll be back in Revelation 21. If you want to join us for Sunday, feel free to do so. And a couple of new articles up on the ask.org.au website looking at 7 myths about Christianity, objections that people have, and also 7 myths about our culture. So feel free to log into those. But God bless you and see you on Monday.